Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Out Loud Trading Room and welcome to the pre-market game plan. We are broadcasting live today on YouTube, the pre-market game plan. So I just want to welcome everyone. So can I please have a quick sound check? I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Okay, excellent. Excellent. I hope everybody had a really great weekend, charged their batteries. This is going to be a very volatile week. We're going to go first through the major economic releases for this week. We had at 8:30 we did have the core durable goods and the durable goods orders, and we're seeing the market pretty much sideways going into this release. We're about 30 minutes away. We are 30 minutes after the release, and the price is still sideways. We still have some velocity zones, but we're going to get into charting just a little bit. So for today, we do not expect any other releases. We have the big bulk of earnings that already came out. And don't forget that we're going to have a very important week in terms of earnings. This week, Amazon, Apple, AMD, Facebook, Shop, Boeing, Pfizer, McDonald's, UPS, 3M, PayPal, Hasbro, General Electric, Spot, Visa, eBay, MasterCard, Starbucks, and many other stocks will be reporting earnings. XOM is also a big component. So as you can see here, we have a lot of Dow components and a plethora of Nasdaq components that will be reporting this week. So front and center, we're going to pay attention to these fundamentals as these earnings will fuel our moves into earnings. All right, so this is on the economic front, and also back to the calendar. This week we have Wednesday. It is a very big day. Those of you that are into the futures program and into the stock swing trading program, you have received the email with the newsletter for this week, in which we were discussing the FOMC meeting that will be on Wednesday, and it will be at 2 p.m. Eastern. We also have the federal fund rates, and again, Wednesday. And at 2:30, we will have the FOMC press conference. And back to back on Thursday at 8:30 a.m., we are expecting the advanced GDP. And also advanced GDP price index and the unemployment claim. So it's going to be a very hot Thursday, very volatile for the market. I do expect to have lots of volatility, not only from earnings season, but also from these major releases that are coming out. And also to end the week on Friday, we also have a lot of releases that are coming out, such as the personal spending, the employment costs, the personal income, the Chicago PMI, and of course on Friday, as usual, 10 a.m. is going to be with the revised University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. So it's going to be a very busy week. We will expect a lot of price gyrations, and I think that this is going to be the theme for the week. All right, so with that being said, let's take a look at the market and see what we have in store for the trading day today. First off, and the first look is at the current market leaderboard. And we're going to start with the Dow. Dow is up about 75 points. I would say it's totally sideways and flat, taking into consideration that from the day trading perspective, it has been incredibly volatile lately. So 70 points to the upside or 70 points to the downside literally means that it's flat. But nonetheless, it is up 72 points. The S&P is up 13 points. We have Nasdaq that is literally leading again, and it is up over 91 points. And we have Russell that is up 5 points. Now, let's take a look at the structure. But before that, to have a conclusion on the leaderboard, we're having NASDAQ with massive strength. 0.89% to the upside. And then we're having a really nice blend between the Dow, the S&P, and Russell, which are into an average of 0.30% to the upside. So they're really nice, consistently moving at the same pace. We're going to discuss oil, gold, bonds. We're going to go over silver, and we're going to go over euro because it is in the spotlight today. So I want to switch the screen. So I'm going to stop this screen share. I'm going to move it to one of my big charts here. So just give me 1 second until I do that. And I just want to make sure that I have the right screen here. Right, just give me 1 sec. All right, I'm going to share this screen. Not really sure that this is the right one because I do. Okay. All right, so let me see. Okay. All right, no, just a quick sound check and also the video check. Just want to make sure that you guys, okay. All right, this is the right screen. Okay, perfect. All right, so we're going to begin our technical analysis right now, and we're going to establish the parameters for the day, and then I'm going to switch back the screen. You can take a snapshot of our levels, of our key levels, and then we're going to start trading. Okay, so 9:30, after 9:30, it's all going to be live trading. We're going to be focusing on, specific trades. So we're going to start with the Dow. Dow has been very, okay. All right, something is wrong on my end here. Okay. All right, so as you can see here, the Dow is trading off of the 20 SMA, and it did have a high today into the 26,500. The 26,500 is a very important area, as this may represent velocity for the upside. So if we trade over 26,500, we could possibly see a continuation to the upside into at least moving forward into the 26,600 and even 26,650. I'm going to do something else here. Let me just do something else. I'm going to stop the screen share again. I just want you guys to see some different levels that I have here. Okay, so I want you to be able to see that. Just give me 1 second. All right. And I am projecting again, so you guys should see. Okay, you guys should see the chart in just 3, 2, 1, possibly now. Okay. All right, so we're going to zoom in again. So I just want to show you guys, the structure and the levels that we have that we're trading today. And first off, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm looking at. So from the weekly perspective, weekly charts are very important, especially as we start the day. We do have, last week we did have a tap and a double top. So we have 2 weeks into a targeted, let's say, of 27,000. We did have a resistance development into the 27,000. And we did have a low last week into the 26 to 90. You can see that we tapped and we actually rose a little bit above that. So I'm going to go back to this structure. So basically, I'm going to zoom in very, very closely because I want to show you what the relevant trend is into these indices. We're definitely trading into an uptrend. So the definition of an uptrend is that we need to stay long. Definitely, every pullback should be viable until proven otherwise. Now, here's the story. So we did have the low, we do have the higher low, and then we have a range here, and the range is very wide, and we have been experiencing plenty of volatility. I would say plenty of asymmetric risk in our trading lately because we're dealing with still a volatile environment. But nonetheless, this is still a very wide range. The price in the overnight trading session tested minor support, deriving from a prior pivot high from a couple of weeks ago. And then you could see here that the bigger structure would be to be bullish above over the 26,500 areas. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see the levels right here. So we're going to be looking today. This is definitely going to be the confirmation zone. If we're going to see the price over 26,500, we're going to be bullish above. And we are expecting a continuation higher into the 26,600 level. At this level, this is going to be a decision zone. Not only that we have a prior pivot high, excuse me, but we also have a 200 simple moving average here that is going to create some issues. But definitely this is going to be an area of digestion. If we manage to break above the 650 level, then we're going to zip up all the way to 26,700 zone and even higher than that. You can see that we do have some resistance and some possible target areas above. Now, this is the 27,060. This is last week's high, which is going to represent an area that if breaking, it's going to release a massive buying pressure to the upside. So what that means is that it's going to send it. I have no doubt that the price may be sent back to 27,600. That is, so it's going to have about 5 to 600 points in its velocity. So it has a really nice smooth transition to the upside. It's not going to be as treacherous as it is where it is located right now. So basically we do have support into the 26,212. We do have alternate support into 26,220, and we do have temporary support into the 26,340, and this is from immediate overnight trading session. It's actually from the London session low. So definitely we need to see the price. This is going to be a moderately bullish above area, and the area is going to be over 26,460. So if you want to take a note of that, 26,450 is going to be the breakout to the upside. This is going to be kind of like a scale in opportunity if you're looking for, kind of like a trend trading type of day. This would be obviously the first scale in. The second scale in is going to come into the 26,500 and possibly continuation higher. Again, this is going to be the critical area, because if the price is not going to manage to trade over 26,500, it can be pushed back into the core of the range and ultimately into its support zone. All right, let's take a look at the mini S&P. The mini S&P is still holding today, still holding last week's trading range. It is trading somewhere into the latter 50% lower side of that range. Once it trades over 32.25, we have a very important knot here. So we have a death cross as well, and tons of resistance. But if the price is going to manage to trade over this 32.25, it's definitely going to prove that it can rise higher. And the next levels that we're going to pay attention to are the 32.31, the 32.38 area, 47, 65, 73, and 84. These are the next technical levels that we're going to be looking for along. And this is contingent on, first of all, holding the London session low, which is the 32.08, and also the Asian low, which is actually, it's a little bit below the Asian low, is the 31.87 zone. So definitely right now, we are not in any kind of trading opportunity. We need to see the price get into that 32.24, get above that area in order to have price confirmation to the upside. All right, so let's take a quick look at Nasdaq. Nasdaq as well, it is holding the Asian session support level into the 10,400. We also have Friday's low, which also represents last week's low into the 10,300 level. A little bit more advanced Nasdaq carries a little bit of more strength in today's trading session, and that is overnight trading session. We need to definitely see how it opens, and we need to look for price evidence, but we need to see it over 600. Once we see 10,600 print, we're going to be bullish above all the way into the 675. There's also going to be a problem area right here because we have this flat 200 SMA that is going to create a lot of selling pressure. If traders are going to start seeing this selling pressure and they're going to fear of a possible pullback, then this is going to be the area where they're going to start exiting, and this may create the flurry back into the 600 area. So it's going to be a tug of war between the bulls and the bears. This is the bullish line, 10,600. Everybody's going to be looking bullish. Institutions are going to look for velocity to the upside. And then once we're getting into this spot, if institutions are going to still carry the bullishness into this spot, we could possibly expect either a rush through this area and break into the 700, and then we're going to pretty much sail smoothly into the 750 and 766. But again, we will need to see either a big blast over this zone or a consolidation into this zone. These are going to be the two clues that we're going to be looking for that continuation higher. Now, this is going to be a caution zone. This has been very treacherous for about 3 trading sessions. You could see the price meandering between this past support and resistance here. Now, these two are going to become pressure zones for price. Obviously, if we're going to get that push over 700, the next decision zone is going to be between 740 and 770. And then if we manage to break over 70 again, this is going to be the caution zone. It has velocity to the upside, but it's not going to be as easy as this space right here. Once the price, and if the price throughout this week is going to start pushing through 10,940, we can expect a further velocity higher into 11,056. This is going to be the easy trading part. So once you see the price here, this is going to be stay long. Any pullback is going to be buyable, no questions asked. Okay, last index, RTY, and RTY has a little bit of relative weakness into it. And in fact, the weekly chart is getting that pressure from the 89 SMA and also from the 50 SMA. We're still trading right now. So again, very fragile. We just started the week. We just had the overnight trading environment into the weekly candle, but we're still holding last week's low. So we have not violated last week's low yet. So with that being said, divergency on this chart is very high. Therefore, weekly chart is not giving us any kind of confirmations for the upside. The daily chart, however, the price is sitting on a knot is on the confluence of the 10 EMA and the 200 SMA, which can potentially lead for a break to the upside. You can see here that we don't have our usual purple line and we have a yellow line. Is because Russell is going to be my least favorite index to trade today. So I'm going to tell you guys what my favorite is in just a little bit after this analysis. So basically, we're going to be looking for a break over 75. We do have little tinty-winty velocity into the for about 4 points max. And then we're hitting gyration zone again into between the 79 and 82. And then it's going to be very treacherous above with a small target into 85. And again, chop, chop, chop zone all the way to 96. And then we're going to possibly see, price advance. This would be a preferred area, let's say over 1495 to 1497 to be bullish above. And this is going to be the easy trading part from 96 all the way to 1500 and 1507. This is the easy part. This is not going to be easy because what you're going to experience here is that getting in smaller time frames that are going to chop you to death today and throughout this week. So we're still trading into this very high velocity zone. Okay, so be very cautious on the trading day today. I'm going to go back right now to, I would say, 2 of my favorite indices, and this is going to be Nasdaq. Nasdaq this is what I'm going to be looking for. Nasdaq is going to be bullish above 600. This is the area that I'm going to look for. And we're going to start rising to the upside. Now, you can see here that I have another purple line, and this is a Friday breakout area that we were looking for to get long. We didn't get long on Nasdaq on Friday because it didn't participate. So we didn't have the parameters that met our criteria. We did have another trade on Friday that was a winning trade. And it happened super fast, and we were done at 10 o'clock or something like that. It was just amazing to finish the Friday off on a positive note and to have like a really great, really great week and end of the week. So this is, like we said on Friday, we could possibly see some short squeeze zone above this area. This is exactly what happened, but it didn't happen on Friday, and it started in the overnight trading session. So again, we're noticing here that we're trying to ride the 10 EMA. So we're trying to get on a power trending track. And again, the parameters here are going to be 10,600. We're going to be bullish above all the way into this 700 zone. And again, I'm going to circle back to the Dow. Dow to me is very interesting over this area. This can potentially be a swing as a continuation higher depending on the environment. So this could be a day trade or a swing trade depending on how you want to look at this. So again, the targets can potentially be these green lines. And by the way, guys, you could take some snapshots for verification, and you could see how these levels are going to play out at the end of the day. All right, so now let's take a quick look at oil. We have 3 minutes into the actually 2.5 minutes. So oil has been in a swing trading environment. It's not day trading environment. It's very volatile. The velocity above and the bullish buy zone for a potential swing can definitely be over 41.70 area, and we can have a profit target into the $42, 42.20, 42.37. This is the temporary support. There are two temporary supports, one and two, both of them are very shallow because they're trading into that volatility zone, $40.65 and $39.97. All right, and let's move to gold. I'm pretty sure everybody's interested, and gold is front and center right now. So gold has hit the 2011 all-time highs. If you're looking for a swing trade, you have to have a lot of patience to wait for a pullback because it has massively extended. And basically, I'm talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row that has been running higher without a break. So definitely it's due for a pullback. So you definitely need to see some kind of a pullback that may happen. We're very extended on the daily. The next support level that we have is into the 1860. And from the hourly perspective, we have support into the 1920 and 1900s. All right, so let's take a look right now on the all right, on the euro. Okay, let's take a quick look on the euro, and I'm going to take it to the daily chart. Euro has been expanding higher, and in fact, this is the daily chart. It has the symmetry of gold. Okay, so it has been riding higher here. So it has been incredibly strong. The dollar has been going down. And also we saw cryptocurrency. So this is a theme that is going on. Cryptocurrencies are up. We do have GBTC on watch. Bitcoin is going to be on watch definitely. And it's going to be nonetheless a very interesting week. Last but not least, we're going to go through bonds, and we are in a trade in bonds. I'm a trade in TLT. I found that ZB had very high risk, so I transitioned to TLT, which is pretty much the same concept. We're getting daily rotation as we're speaking right now, and also an hourly, very nice hourly pullback buy off of this 10 exponential moving average. Okay, so very nice, looking for the upside here for continuation into the 181 and possibly into the 182 and change. And again, if it breaks this 183, that is going to be a massive move to the upside that can potentially start attempting a void fill into the 191, which was from the COVID high, was actually from March, from the week of March 9th. And one more, silver, because I know I've received a lot of emails from you guys covering silver. And silver is, let me just take it to the daily chart. Silver, as you can see, this is 2014 minor support level. So any pullback into this $22 area is going to be buyable if you missed the ride in it. And again, as you can see from the monthly chart, let me just get it very quickly here. It is trading into that high velocity zone all the way to $26. And we have the next support level, which is a minor support from 2014 into the $22. So any pullback into the $22 area, you can look for a continuation higher than. It's not a trade right now, and it's extremely volatile. So very careful when trading it. All right, everyone, the market has opened for the last 2 minutes. This is a wrap for those of you guys. Thank you so much for being here with Trade Out Loud. Everybody on YouTube. So thank you for the participation. I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And this ends the broadcast for YouTube. And thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock.